Hello, everyone, and welcome to another short video on our own devices. I'm Jean Messier, and a little while ago, I put out a video on the Wilkinson fire alarm. And at the time, this was the simplest standalone fire alarm I had ever seen. Well, no longer, because I found one from the same time period that is even simpler. This is the Merlite Fire Alarm. And just like the Wilkinson, this is intended to be mounted independently on a wall without any connection to mains power or a larger fire alarm system. But unlike the Wilkinson, which is completely mechanical, this is electromechanical, allowing it to be considerably simpler. Now, these were introduced and sold in the mid 1950s by Merlite Industries Incorporated. And this is a rather interesting company. They were incorporated in 1946 and headquartered at 114th Fifth Avenue in New York City. And they operated mainly as a mail order and multi level marketing company, employing a large network of unsalaried independent salespeople. And they mainly advertised through flyers inserted into Sunday newspapers, which included testimonials and photos of successful salespeople touting how much money they had made selling the company's wares. So very similar to better known companies like Avon. Now, Merlite had under its banner a number of different divisions and product lines, including Durasani toilet bowl cleaner, Instant Dip nail polish remover, and probably its best known product line, Duraclad jewelry. But the division that we're most interested in here is Presto, which sold fire safety equipment. And one of their most popular products was the Presto fire extinguisher, which was a small handheld device that contained chlorobromomethane, or CBM, a mixture of methylene bromochloride and halon 1011. And this was developed during the Second World War as a safer replacement for carbon tetrachloride, or carbon tet. And to learn more about the use of that chemical in early fire extinguishers, please check out my previous video on fire grenades, link in the description. The main problem with carbon tetrachloride was when it was sprayed into a fire, it tended to decompose into very toxic products. And this was especially a concern when a fire extinguisher is used in a confined area, such as a military aircraft or a vehicle like a tank. And so after the Second World War, CBM largely took over this role. But even then, at high enough concentrations and doses, CBM could still inflict severe irritation to the respiratory tract, as well as kidney and liver damage. And for this reason, in 1969, the National Fire Protection Association banned its use in fire extinguishers. And then in 2002, the manufacture of CBM was banned outright under the Montreal Protocol due to its ozone-depleting properties. And that finally brings us to this fire alarm, which was also sold by the Presto division of Merlite Industries. Now, I haven't been able to find an exact date of manufacture for this example, but the earliest advertisements I've been able to find for this alarm come from 1956. And originally this would have sold for $4.95 or around $57 in today's money. So just like the Wilkinson alarm, this has a little keyhole at the back to hang it off of a nail or a screw on a wall. And if we open up the sheet metal cover, we can see that this is really quite simple on the inside. We have a pair of D-cell batteries, an electromechanical buzzer, and a little switch on the bottom connected to a bimetallic strip. Now, as I've covered in previous videos, a bimetallic strip comprises two strips of metal, each with a different coefficient of thermal expansion, sandwiched together, such that when the strip is heated, one layer will expand faster than the other, and the strip will curl, in this case, closing the switch and setting off the alarm. In this particular case, the switch is set up to activate at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 57 degrees Celsius, which according to the advertising literature was supposed to give you around 5 minutes warning before the air became lethally hot, at least if you were dealing with an ordinary house fire. Also means that I should be able to set this off with a candle. So let's just hold that over. Ooh, that is really an awful sound, though that's really the point. And according to the advertising literature, this could be heard up to 200 meters away or through at least 3 floors of a regular apartment building. Now, there's really nothing else to go over in this thing. It's really the simplest fire alarm that you can have, but I thought that this would make a neat companion piece to the one on the Wilkinson fire alarm. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time in another video where we'll look at yet more safety equipment and other devices just like this one. Until then, I'm Jean Messier from Our Own Devices. Have a great day.